Hey everybody, so this is Gabby with the Oh-So-Spiffy Queens A New blog. Today we have a treat for the ladies. We have Xavier on the line. How are you today, dear?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you doing?
I am doing well. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to interview with us today. You're going to be on our It's a Man's World feature where we feature, inspiring young men. So we're excited.
Well, that's very amazing. Thank you so much. I'm at a loss for words, actually. I'm very blessed to be here. I just want to, personally thank you for having me.
No. Thank you. Okay, hon. So tell us a little bit about how you initially got into music, because I saw that you sing, you rap, you play instruments, like you are no joke. So how exactly did you get into music?
Well, my brother, he's the one that started it off when I was like around 7. We're 8 years apart, so he's the one that got started in music. He bought a drum set and brought it home, and ever since then, I hopped on the drum set, never stopped hitting that thing, like even till now, I'm still doing it. And ever since I picked up the drumsticks, that's where it all evolved. One thing led to another, and then I started pursuing rap, pursuing rock. I listened to all types of music, and it just bubbled up, and it's a very beautiful thing to just see how much I progressed over the years and, formed Xavier and who Xavier is today.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about something or things that inspire you in music, because, you do quite a bit.
Well, the feeling that you can express yourself without anybody telling you that it's not okay. The freedom, that's what I like the most, and that's most inspiring. The fact that I can say anything to anybody who's willing to listen, and that's what I was basically taught how to do, and, what it was based on. This is what it's really about, getting a message out that you can share with other people. And listening to other popular hip-hop artists and just artists in general, people who make music in general, music is music. I listen to all of it. And it all gives you a feeling, and that's what I thought was the most important thing, that it was able to give you a feeling. So that's what really inspired me, the fact that I could possibly change somebody's life with the press of a key or, the singing of one note.
Right. I like that. So you mentioned changing people's lives and stuff, or touching people's lives with music. So would you say music is like a safe place for you?
Oh, most definitely, without a doubt.
Were there ever times, I guess, in your life where, like, music kind of saved you from yourself in a way?
Most definitely, because everybody, I believe, has some family issues that they go through at some point, and at that point for me, it was my freshman and sophomore year around. I'm a senior in high school now, and what had happened at that point is not really, I'm going to dive into that, but basically the point of the story is that music took me away from all the stress, and it sort of gave me a lane to say, okay, you're in this situation, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to make happen that nobody else can make happen in this situation? Basically, I felt like at the end of the day, as young as I was, as helpless as I was, it was up to me, at some point. It was, at some aspect of the issue, I could change something. And I pursued this music industry and chasing Xavier and trying to put him out there. And in the position I'm in right now, I got to say, it's on me to change things in my house and in my life.
Right.
And I love the responsibility. And the fact that I'm able to save my family from what has held us down for so long, I think that's a beautiful thing. Because for all this time, we were thinking like, oh, it's not really going to happen. It's not really going to, show up and do everything we thought it would. And then here we are. It's doing so much more than we thought it would. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, very, very. So I listened to your single, Lift You Up, and when I tell you that hook had me jamming, it's very catchy. I really, really liked it. So tell us a little bit about, what was the inspiration behind that?
Thank you. First of all, I just want to, thank you for listening right off the bat. But when it comes to the creation of that, it was in the period of my artist development where we were trying to really find a character for Xavier, who he was going to be and what he was going to say. So when we came to the verdict that it was, we could pitch this idea of who Xavier is to the ladies, that's when I started thinking, like, who am I, really? When it comes, like, who is, like, not Xavier, but who is Matthew De Silva when I'm talking to a female, And it's just that if we took that sort of idea and what kind of morals I have in that direction and applied it to music and sort of had fun with it, I sort of thought of this idea, like, lift you up. And when I was working with Lee on the beats and he played me that record, I sort of had that melody. The melody for the hook, it just came to my head. I have no idea how or, what inspired that. But the melody just flew right into my head, and I was humming it for a while. And after a while, the idea would lift you up in the melody. I just sort of just jammed it together and just made a sandwich out of it. I was just like, lift you up. Okay, that works. And I just put it in the song. So that's how it came together.
Okay, I love that. And one thing I do want to say about the song as well that I could appreciate, because I'm more like old school, so I like old school music. I'm real young, but I'm still very much an old soul. So I like kind of sweet talks me a little bit. I like for a man to treat me like a lady, or whenever I'm listening to a song, I like to feel that, and I definitely got that vibe with the song. So yes, this queen here it was approved, honey.
I appreciate it. And, why not, put that image out? Like, there are a lot of rappers in the game that down talk a lot of females. Why not, make a record that sort of gives them a lane to say, okay, we're appreciated,
Yes, and we need that. We need you to bring that back. We need that.
Oh, it's coming back. No worries.
Perfect. I can't wait. I'm following it. So, I saw here that you worked with Leon Beats. And
yes,
he is, he's the real deal as far as, some producers go. So,
he's a big dog.
Tell us about how that was.
Dog.
Was that nerve-wracking, excited? What was that about?
It was really fun. That's the epitome, I can say, that working with Lee on the beats was. We got past the point where I asked him about some of his work, and he told me how the game went and, coming up for him. And I learned a lot. I wanted to learn from him at first, and I still do. I still learn a lot from that guy today. But as soon as we got past getting comfortable with who he was and what he did, and we sort of realized that, hey, we're two motivated people. We love the same thing, and we're the best at what we do. So why not, put our heads together and think of something that could be very unbelievable to, everybody and really surprise everybody. And, we have great chemistry. Right off the bat, we kicked it right off. And when we came to the decision that I was going to use that track and I was going to put this, ideas to it, he agreed with it right off the bat, and everybody was so comfortable with it. Everybody was in love with it when I brought it to the table and when we really solidified it. So it was really an experience. I should be working with him in another couple of days or so. I mean, that's really a close friend of mine when it comes to music. It's really cool to be working with him, and I'm appreciative of it all.
Okay, so Xavier, you're really doing some things here. I was looking in your bio, and I was like, dang, like he's starting it off right. Mm-hmm. So I saw here that you performed live at the Nicki Minaj, Kevin Hart All-Star Weekend Fashion Show in NYC. So tell us about that. Like, you're only 17, you're starting off, and it's like you hit the ground running. And not too many people start off with that positive momentum, and then, with such a humble attitude is what, I'm getting from you right now. How was that for you, and how are you maintaining, balance?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I will give you that. And once, like what you said about hitting the ground running, such a big event for somebody of my experience, that was phenomenal. Like, to be honest with you, I was like a kid in a candy shop. I can't even lie to you, because I was getting so many feelings, like there's so many people here. They're all waiting for the big dogs, the big stars. Like, they're A-list celebrities that I'm opening up for. And I didn't come to grips with that until right before I had to go on and open up to these people. And, it was a little nerve-wracking. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I was the big man and I walked with my chin off. I walked out there. My record started playing. I was doing my thing, like I was taught to do, like I was raised to do. And about 30 seconds into the performance, I caught my groove. My dancers were behind me. And, it was sort of that vibe on stage that I look for, that it's like we're in unison, we have the same mindset, and we're just getting it. You know what I mean? Like, this is everything that we wanted and everything that we aimed for, and now that we're finally here, like, it hit me 30 seconds into the performance. I wish it hit me before that. This is what we were meant to do, so let's do it. Like, and after that point, the ball started rolling, and it was probably one of the best performances of my entire career that will ever happen. And I'm, very blessed to say that. Not every day do you get an opportunity like that. And my manager and I talked that same night, and we were just in complete awe of what happened. Like, we really did that, and it's something to be proud of, something to be thankful for. And, I'm standing here telling it today, so that is what it is.
That is awesome. So, with, you've accomplished quite a bit so far. So what are some of your goals for this year and even beyond that?
To build a buzz, take it one step at a time. I have goals that I'm out for. I'm trying to make it, quote unquote, in what I have left of my senior year here in Brooklyn. And, right after I graduate high school, music is full-time. I'm going to be invested in this full-time. It's going to go down. Like, we are taking this so serious, and we have our head set on greatness, and that's exactly what we're aiming for. I can't tell you and give you a time frame, of when we're going to make it. I'm not going to promise you a day in the life of when I'm going to make all this money and all this glory, but it's going to happen. Like, we are working towards that, and surely enough, like, me and my team, we got it on smash. Ain't a doubt about it.
Yeah, I like to hear that. So tell us, where can we find you at? On social media, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. For the ladies that are going to be listening in, honey.
Well, my Instagram, _ Xavier Music. I'm always on that every day. You can catch me posting something. Twitter, Xavier Music _ my SoundCloud is linked on both of those. My Facebook is, facebook.com/Xavier's Music. And my website, www.xaviersmusic.com. Ain't nothing new, but we're got it rolling. So, follow us, stay tuned. We got a bunch of new stuff and great stuff coming.
Perfect. All right, my dear. I want to thank you so much. I'm about to follow you on Instagram and, tag you and all that fun stuff. So be looking out for that. Oh So Spiffy, and my little Instagram name, honey, Divine _ the Queen. So don't be like, who is this?
I know who it is already. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you so much, and we really appreciate it. And I cannot wait to follow your career. I have no doubt that you will do very, very well. And don't forget us, okay?
Of course not. Thank you guys so much.